Hey, Geneva, we're going live any second now. Who do you want to do a shout out to?
I would like to do a shout out to my mom. Hi,
Oh,
mommy.
hey, Mom. Here we go. Hey, guys, I am always excited to do these shows, and today we have the privilege of speaking with actress Geneva Cimone. Geneva is a classically trained actress who has starred in Love Kills on Discovery ID channel and can be seen in the upcoming film A Girl Like Him. I can't wait to see that. She realized that she was only giving 50% to her career, but expecting 100% results. Today, Geneva talks and shares her journey of realizing that giving 150% is what she actually needed to be doing. Geneva, I am like super excited to talk with you, and let's kick this thing off. How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm so happy to be here. Hi.
Excellent. So, we are going to talk today about this 50, 150 range that you've got going on here,
50%. Yes.
and just about things in Hollywood in general. And I love talking about this because I want you to also share your experience about how one breaks into or doesn't break into Hollywood and what it's like when you go to auditions and just things like that. So let's start out with that thing because everybody who hasn't been to Hollywood, and actually some
Mm-hmm.
of the people who are still there think that on auditions they're gonna nail it. They're the only one that looks like them, that is like them, that can be like them. Tell us
Oh
about
my
the
God.
audition process
Oh my
in
God. You know
Hollywood.
what's so funny? um, I think it's funny. I actually posted a clip from an audition 2 days ago. And I did the audition like normal. And everybody was like, oh my God, you got it, like you got it. And it was so funny because I forgot. I was like, you guys aren't in this industry. Like, yes, I know I did an excellent job. And in your brain, you're like, there's just no way in the world you didn't get this and that you aren't the best one.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, babe, I forgot about that audition. Like, I let it go. If you don't let it go, you will literally lose your mind. Like, there's no rhyme or reason at all.
So when you go to auditions and there's other people there, just for for people who don't understand this auditioning process, what's it like?
Okay, so now ever since the pandemic, most auditions are self tapes. So you
Hmm.
have your ring light and you shoot it at home, which can be great. But if you have an in-person audition and what it was like before 2020, you get an audition and then you put on your cutest outfit that you just know is like the character. And then you like fight LA traffic and then you find parking and then you come in and then you're going to see 12 other people who look just like you, wearing the same camo pants and white beater top and the flannel wrapped around the waist that you thought you were the only one to think of.
Hmm.
And then you sit there and maybe you go right in. Maybe you're waiting there for 20, 30 minutes. Maybe you're sitting outside the room and you're listening to the actors do the scene that you're about to do and you're trying to not listen and focus because either you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so much better than them, or you're going to be like, oh my God, should I do it like that? They sounded, ah,
Yeah.
it's psychological warfare, but it's also, I mean, when you get that really great audition, you eat it up and you relish in it. I have a rule. I have a 24-hour rule where I allow myself to just obsess and dream and talk about and did you see my audition for 24 hours. And when the
Hmm.
24 hours is up, I release it and I don't talk about it and I try my best not to think about it unless it's brought up again, because you know, in auditioning we don't get the, oh hey, sorry you didn't get it, or oh hey,
Right.
you did get it. The movie I had booked, they're like, you got a callback. I had no idea what the callback was for. I was like, oh, great. For what? Oh, that audition I did a month ago. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah. I think that's it's interesting because when you look at, say, the corporate world, right, where people are going
Mm-hmm.
out and they're getting the, let's call it
Oh,
normal nine to
yeah.
five jobs, you kind of like expect to hear back, oh yes, you got this job, or no, you didn't, or thank you
Right.
very much.
It just seems like common decency.
Right? Yeah.
But no, no, no. They'll
No.
be like, great, you did so good. So when do you hear back? You hear back or you don't. And
Right.
that's it. And that's why you have to have the 24-hour rule, because it's like, I mean, the best you can do sometimes when you want something so bad, I do pay attention to like, okay, it starts shooting on this date. So maybe if I don't hear by this time, probably didn't get it. But then
Mhm.
also like the movie I booked, they moved the date. I mean, they moved the shooting dates by like a month or two. So
The
you really just gotta let it go.
that's something that is a teaching learning moment for people because you have to have a thick skin to make it in LA. I mean,
You have to
LA Hollywood.
roll off your back.
Yeah, because if you're expecting people to praise you every second, you're in the wrong place.
You're oh my god. It becomes so the only way to survive is like if you really believe in yourself. If you have a solid group or a community that you trust. I really appreciate compliments and people's opinions, but I can't take everyone's opinions to my heart. I can count on one hand how many people's opinions I truly take into like, oh, she really liked it. Like my mom.
Okay.
My mom is not an expert in acting, but she is an expert in me. And it can be, I've grown so now I understand it. It was very frustrating coming up. But my mom will say, why are you doing it like that? You don't sound like yourself. You sound like you're acting. I don't like that. Or she'll be like, that's it.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's all she knows how to say. So it's like she can't say like I think you need to drop in a little bit more and like really live in this space because you're talking like this and like I think you should do. She'll be like that's wrong. Why are you doing it like that? So it can be really frustrating. Like, what am I doing wrong? You're not an
Um,
actor. I know what I'm doing. But it's like I value so sometimes when I do an audition and I'm like, am I hitting the mark? I'm not totally sure. I can send it to my mom and my mom just knows if I'm being true to myself. Or I
right.
have my manager. But like even my best friend, I love her to death. She's a wonderful actress. But she just loves me too much. She loves all the stuff that I do. So
Right.
she'll say you did a good job, and I'm not really. I'm like, let me call my mom because my mom will tell me if I didn't do a good job.
Mom knows, right?
She
Right?
knows. She's not afraid to tell me.
So let's talk about this 50, 100, and 150% thing.
Okay.
How did you discover that? So mom is probably the person who's getting you with the 150, but tell me about how you came up with this whole level thing.
Okay. So how do I compact this? So
You
because
don't
it
have to
all
come back.
started
We
when
got
I was in
time.
high school. Um, so basically, when I was in high school, there are three different instances that I can think of.
Okay.
One when I was well, one wasn't a specific incident because it was kind of long ago, but in high school, I do remember my mom telling me that my teachers had talked to her about me like she's so talented and I
Hmm.
feel like she kind of slipped between the cracks for some teachers because she just doesn't show up 100% all the time, but like she's so talented, it's weird. My mom told me that. I was like, whatever. I went to college. I had love my teachers in college. Shout out to them. Um, and I had one pull me aside and he was like, you're excellent. You're so talented, but you don't show up like you don't always show up 100% in class. So it's like you're great and you know you're good, but sometimes you shine and then sometimes you're just chilling. And I was like, and people would say, well, I don't really know if you want this. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Then after college, I had a teacher tell me the same thing. And she
Hmm.
said, you don't really want this. And I was like, it was offensive to me because I was like, I've dedicated my life to this. There's nothing I want more. Then we finally get to 27. It's about 9 years after the first time I got that advice, right?
Okay.
This was April 2022. I just left acting class and my manager, who's also heads the class, pulled me aside and she was like, you're so talented, but sometimes you rest on your laurels a little bit. And I don't know why. and I want to know, like, how do we get you to show up 100% all the time? And I had actually just had an epiphany a week prior to that that had nothing to do with acting, but it did cause me to open my mind, right? It
Mhm.
set me up in a space actually where I was like able to receive, where I was started listening to what people were telling me about myself, right? And so when
Mhm.
she told me this, it was like all the people before had planted these seeds and they were watering them and watering them. And I just wasn't in the space, the maturity, the understanding to hear what they were saying. But when she told me, it hit, like it was like a brain blast. And it was like, I still get emotional whenever I talk about it, because when I finally realized that, oh my goodness, I have been, I know that I'm talented, and I know that when I go into these classes, when I was in these spaces, that
Mhm.
there were people who were showing up 100%, and I can show up 50%, and I would be able to go toe to toe with them, right? And I would be able to cruise in the class. You have, oh, everybody, I didn't have to learn my lines. I can learn my lines right here, pick it up off the page, and I can do it with you, and I can do a good job. But that's not going to help me better as an actress. The only way I'm going to be better is if I show up 100%. And my 100% is me showing up off book and like ready to go, ready to work. But it's essentially what I had to realize was that I was competing. I was showing up 50% because I knew that I could be just as good or even better than the people around me at their
Mhm.
100%. But I had to sit down and look at, what are the people around me doing? What are these people that I'm competing with doing? They work at Starbucks. They have these side jobs, which is, there's nothing wrong. I have a side job too, but that's not my goal, right?
Right.
So why am I competing with people who are not doing what I'm trying to do? The people I'm competing with are the people that I'm sitting down watching on TV, like,
Right. So
so
you were competing
exactly.
at like
I,
you were competing at the lower level, and
I'm
you should have been
competing
looking at
for
the
something
higher
I
level.
don't want. Yeah, it's like, why am I competing with somebody who doesn't have what I want? She has what I want. And what is she doing? She's probably not showing up 50% in class, because
Yeah.
that doesn't make you better. Her 50, me showing up 50% is not touching her 50%. So if you practice how you perform, how you do anything is how you do everything, as my manager loves to say. And so if I'm showing up on a regular basis at 50%, when it's time for me to show up that 100%, that's going to make it harder. And that actress is showing her 100, her, I have to go 150% to compete with her,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, so what am I doing sitting at this lower level, not getting anywhere, wondering why I'm not getting anywhere? Also, if you want to be your best, you have to give your best every time so your best gets better. If you're showing up 80%, 90%, baby, you still are not getting better until you give that 100%.
Yeah.
So that 100 is 101, 102. So now it's like, and that is so that made such a huge difference for me as an actor, because it's so hard. You do a lot of great auditions, you don't hear back, but when you're showing up 100%, you get the satisfaction of feeling like, I know I'm doing my best, I see myself getting better. Oh my god, I killed that. Oh my god, I'm able to focus on the fact that I love what I'm doing, instead of focusing on the fact that, like, I'm getting rejected and I don't know why, and I'm also not getting better as an actor.
Can I just tell you that just listening to you right here, I don't know about this acting thing. You're great at it. You should be a motivational speaker. Thank you. And I love what you said. You said it. Your manager said it. How you do anything is how you
It's
do
how you do
everything.
everything.
That is powerful. So
Yes,
that is
it's hard.
powerful.
It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's like, yes, me getting up early to work out really does, like, influence me calling, me adulting, me going to the DMV in the morning when it sounds like it has nothing to do, but it really is a
It is.
momentum and it's a confidence. And it starts telling me that, oh, I handle things and I get things done the right way the first time, not the second time. So when I do this audition, I'm giving my 1000%. And it like this confident, it comes back to you. I promise it comes back to you.
Yeah. I have listened to many, I'm gonna just say motivational speakers, and you should be
Hmm.
one, by the way, um, that talk about that principle of doing things right, even when no one's looking,
Hmm.
doing things the right way, right? And I feel that you
Absolutely.
do that. Um,
When I'm on my best behavior,
and when
I
you're not on your best behavior, you still try.
You do. And that's also a part of it. And let me say that the days that you're not going to get up early to work out every day. Like you're
Mhm,
going to put off going to the DMV some days. And that's okay. And it's funny that this week I've had leading up to this podcast where I'm like, oh yeah, 150%. Babe, let me tell you something. Last week was not a 150% week. It
mhm,
was very difficult, but it's also me being honest with myself and knowing, oh, this is where I'm at and I need to step up. You know, okay, today was a fail, and that's okay. And that's where I'm at because every day is not going to be my best day, but I'm not letting that stop me. That is the point. You can have 20 bad days in a row as long as tomorrow you have every intention and the motivation and you do the things that you need to do to make 21 the best day. And I don't care if the next 20 days are bad again.
mhm.
Get up. Like I because this business is all about knocking you down, and the only way to succeed is if you keep getting back up. Like
Excellent.
I'm not always on it, but I'm always, if I'm not on it, you can bet I'm clawing my way back up to get back on it, you know?
I just love the way that you speak. I love what you're talking about, and what you're saying is so, so true.
I feel like
Let
I'm
me
very aggressive.
Yeah. So, if you're gonna summarize it, I think we already have, but I wanna summarize it for the people who are listening. Talk to them right into the camera about what is it that you believe they need to do if they wanna hit their dream?
Mm. I know I did just say it.
Yeah.
Um, what do I want to tell you? Like I want to be very, very clear.
Mhm.
Um, it's a decision to make your dreams come true.
Yes.
It is not a wish, okay? It is a decision. If you Is my camera on this side or this side?
I don't know, this one or that
Okay, I just
one.
want to make
You're
sure
right
I'm
in the
looking at the
middle.
right side.
You're looking right at me.
Okay. It's a decision. So figure out what you want to do and decide it. And that's it. That's it. And everything that you look at, everything that you're doing is either getting you a step closer to your goal or a step further away. Just be real with it. If we can just be black and white, is this a step closer? Is me working out today a step closer? Or is it or me, a step further away? Like, look at everything in your life. And when you make that decision, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care how many days you're crying. I don't care how many years you've been doing this. That's it. When you make that decision, don't let anything change. Make sure you're looking at everything you're doing to get in that step and just don't stop. Winners never quit and quitters never win.
Yeah. I
The
love that.
only way you're not going to accomplish it is if you die first. That's what it is with me. The only way you won't see me successful is if I'm dead. I promise you, because I'm never gonna stop. That's just my decision. I have nothing better to do than make my dreams come true. I promise you, nothing better to do.
Well, I'm just saying right now that when I see you in the afterlife, I'm thinking you're still gonna be preaching, so you're good.
I
You are good. I love that. Let me ask you some other questions. I wanna ask you, let's play some this or that.
mean, okay,
Okay, let's, these are quick answers, no explanation, first thing that you think of, okay?
okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Number 1, drama or comedy?
Drama,
Okay. Rehearse script or improvise scene?
improvise.
Ooh, really?
No, I didn't mean that actually. I'm just saying things. I think Rehearse script.
Rehearse script?
Yeah.
Because we were just going to do some improvisation here. But okay, we'll let that go. Okay. Big budget production or passion project with a small budget?
Passion project.
Oh, okay. On location shooting or studio filming?
On location.
Okay. Early morning or late night shoots?
Late night shoots.
Ah, nice. Acting for television or acting for film?
Film.
Okay. Mainstream blockbuster or art house film?
Blockbuster.
Nice. Okay. Leading lady or quirky sidekick?
Leading lady.
Okay. Character driven or action packed film?
Character driven.
Okay. On location shooting or green screen technology?
Ooh, green screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to do green screen one
Me
day. Oh my God, it'd be
too.
so fun. I got my little backdrop here, green screen, and I'm like,
I
that's not enough.
know.
I
You're
need more.
I know. I want to be in space.
Yes, in space. You can go to Dolly and have Dolly put you in space with a flying dog and a spaceship. So I want people to be able to keep in touch with you because you are inspirational. You're an amazing actress. So just the way you shine is like amazing. So thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
God.
I had the
So
best time.
I had a great time too. We're going to keep having good times because we're going to stay in touch. And as you keep doing more and more, I want to keep bringing you back. So this is amazing.
Please.
I
We have to
will.
see what happens.
Okay. We can get you on Instagram at Geneva Cimone. That's
Yeah.
easy to remember. And we can also find you over on IMDb. And I just want to call out IMDb. They got to do something about their interface because it is so user unfriendly, but you can find out everything you want there about you. So thank you so much. I'm going to leave this up so people can find you here on Instagram and follow you. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for being here. You will be back for certain. And
Absolutely.
I'll see you in the future.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Great day.